By the time most people reach their 60s, something subtle but powerful starts happening inside the body. Muscles that once felt firm and responsive begin to shrink. Movements that were effortless start to feel heavier, and even simple daily tasks like climbing stairs or carrying groceries require a bit more effort. This isn't weakness, it's biology. Your body, if left unchecked, starts to burn away its own muscle tissue for energy. This silent thief is called sarcopenia, and it's robbing millions of people of their strength, confidence, and independence every single day. Here's the truth. Muscle loss doesn't happen because you're aging. It happens because your body isn't getting the signals or nutrients it needs to maintain that muscle. The modern diet, high in processed foods, sugar, and low quality fats, does little to support the intricate system that builds and preserves lean tissue. Instead of feeding our muscles, most of us are unknowingly starving them. Add in long periods of sitting, chronic stress, and poor sleep, and you've created the perfect storm for sarcopenia to take hold. But here's the good news. Your body is not broken. It's responsive. The same way your muscles shrink from neglect, they expand with nourishment and movement. The key lies in sending the right biological message, grow again. And that message starts with what you eat. Food is more than fuel, it's information. Every bite you take tells your body what to prioritize: repair, inflammation, growth, or decay. Think of your muscles like a construction site. Protein is the building material, but vitamins, minerals, and healthy fats are the foremen, the workers, and the energy that make the whole process possible. Without enough of them, construction stops. But when you give your body the right balance of clean protein, antioxidants, and essential fat acids, your muscles wake up. They start rebuilding stronger, denser, and more functional than before. When you restore that lost muscle, something incredible happens. Your entire system begins to heal. Your balance improves, your bones strengthen, and your metabolism starts burning hotter again. You're not just regaining muscle mass, you're reigniting the energy of your youth. Those aches and fatigue you've come to accept as just getting older start to fade away. You feel lighter, more capable, and more alive. Science confirms this transformation isn't just possible, it's predictable. Studies show that people in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s can rebuild muscle just as effectively as those in their 30s when they combine targeted nutrition with resistance movement. It's not about spending hours in the gym. It's about consistency, lifting light weights, using your body, walking with intention, and eating foods that signal your body to rebuild instead of break down. The body doesn't know the number on your birth certificate. It only knows what you feed it and how you move it. So when you give it what it needs, high quality protein, hydration, rest, and purpose, it begins to respond no matter your age. The same blueprint that built your strength decades ago can be reactivated right now. And that's the beauty of this truth. You are not past your prime. Your body is simply waiting for the right message. When you feed it real food, move with purpose, and believe in your body's potential to regenerate, you set off a cascade of healing that can restore your strength and vitality faster than you imagine. It all begins with one decision: to stop accepting decline as inevitable and start building strength as your new normal. Now, once you understand what's really happening inside your body, that muscle loss is not destiny, but a response to neglect, the next question becomes, what should I eat to rebuild it? Because food is not just calories, it's chemistry. Every forkful you take either strengthens your muscle fibers or weakens them. And the truth is, you don't need complicated supplements or exotic powders to regain your strength. You need real whole foods that communicate clearly with your body, foods that say, repair, grow, protect. Let's start with one of the most powerful sources of strength: grass-fed beef and bison. Unlike conventional meat, these are loaded with naturally occurring creatine, iron, and amino acids, the essential building blocks of muscle tissue. When you eat high-quality animal protein, your body receives the raw materials it needs to rebuild muscle fibers and support hormone balance. Iron helps deliver oxygen directly into those muscles, while creatine enhances energy production, allowing your body to push harder and recover faster. It's nature's performance food, clean, efficient, and powerful. Next, think about the humble egg, especially pasture-raised eggs. Each one is a compact, nutritional powerhouse filled with complete proteins, vitamin D, choline, and omega-3 fats. The yolk, often misunderstood, is where the real magic happens. It nourishes your brain, supports hormonal function, and provides the fat-soluble nutrients that your body can't make on its own. When you combine eggs with vegetables or a small serving of avocado, you're giving your body the perfect balance of protein and healthy fats that support muscle synthesis all day long. For those who prefer something lighter, cottage cheese and Greek yogurt are incredible choices. They contain casein, a slow digesting protein that feeds your muscles through the night while you sleep. This is crucial because your body does most of its repair and rebuilding while you rest. Just a serving before bed can make a noticeable difference in how strong and recovered you feel in the morning. It's like leaving your muscles with a steady drip of nutrition that keeps them rebuilding even as you dream. And don't overlook the power of plants. Quinoa and lentils may seem simple, but they're packed with plant-based proteins, magnesium, and fiber that keep your energy steady and your muscles fueled. Quinoa in particular contains all 9 essential amino acids, which is rare for plant foods. Lentils add B vitamins and minerals that support red blood cell production and oxygen flow to the muscles. Together, they're a perfect combination for maintaining endurance and steady energy, especially when paired with a drizzle of olive oil or a few slices of avocado for healthy fats. Your greens play a bigger role than you might think too. Spinach, kale, and beet greens are rich in nitrates that increase blood flow, delivering nutrients and oxygen directly into your muscle tissue. They also fight oxidative stress, the kind of cellular damage that accelerates muscle breakdown and aging. By keeping your circulation strong, these greens literally feed your strength from the inside out. And speaking of fats, don't fear them. Avocados and olive oil are essential allies in the fight against sarcopenia. They help balance hormones, reduce inflammation, and enhance nutrient absorption from the foods you eat. Your muscles thrive in an anti-inflammatory environment, and these fats create exactly that. Combine them with colorful foods like blueberries and cherries, and you've got an antioxidant army protecting your muscle cells from the wear and tear of daily life. Every meal is an opportunity to either feed or fight your muscles. When you start choosing these powerful, whole foods, you send your body a signal that it's time to rebuild. You're not dieting, you're nourishing your body back to life. And with each bite, you're reminding yourself that strength isn't lost. It's waiting to be reclaimed. Once you begin fueling your body with the right foods, the next step is about creating the internal environment where those nutrients can actually do their work. You see, building muscle after 60 isn't just about what you eat. It's about how you live. The foods you choose send the signal to your body to grow, but your daily habits determine whether your body actually hears it. Muscle growth is the body's way of adapting to challenge, recovering from stress, and using what you've given it. It's not a single act, it's a rhythm, nourishment, movement, rest, and repair working together like a perfectly tuned orchestra. It starts with consistency, and the first note in that rhythm is protein. Every time you eat, you have a chance to build muscle or break it down. That's why having protein with every meal is critical. Aiming for around 20 to 30 grams of high-quality protein, whether from eggs at breakfast, lean meats or lentils at lunch, or fish and vegetables at dinner, provides your body with the amino acids it needs to repair and grow. When you give your body this steady stream of nutrients, you keep your muscle building engine switched on all day long. But food alone isn't enough. Muscles only grow when they are challenged. That's why movement is medicine. The moment you engage your muscles, whether you're lifting light weights using resistance bands or simply rising from a chair, you're sending a powerful biological message. These muscles are still needed. Your body responds by strengthening and thickening muscle fibers, even if you've spent years feeling weaker. The process doesn't care about your age. It only cares about your effort. Start small, 15 or 20 minutes a day of focused movement. What matters most isn't intensity, it's frequency. Movement creates the spark, food fans the flame. Another key piece of this blueprint is hydration. Muscles are made up of about 7% water, and dehydration can sap your energy, slow recovery, and make your body more prone to injury. Think of water as the delivery system for every nutrient you consume. Without enough of it, your cells can't fully absorb amino acids, electrolytes, and oxygen. Staying hydrated keeps your muscles supple, your joints cushioned, and your circulation strong. A simple rule is to drink water consistently throughout the day, not just when you're thirsty. Then comes sleep, the most overlooked factor in muscle regeneration. When you're sleeping, your body releases growth hormone, the very substance that tells your cells to repair and rebuild. You could eat perfectly and exercise daily, but without deep, restorative sleep, that muscle building process stalls. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of uninterrupted rest. It's during that time your body transforms today's effort into tomorrow's strength. And finally, if there's one thing that can silently sabotage all this hard work, it's sugar. High sugar intake triggers inflammation, spikes insulin, and interferes with the hormones that regulate muscle growth. It drains your energy and leaves your body stuck in a cycle of fatigue and breakdown. Cutting out processed sugar is one of the fastest ways to restore energy, improve recovery, and help your body shift back into healing mode. When you combine these habits, consistent protein, daily movement, steady hydration, deep sleep, and minimal sugar, something powerful begins to happen. Your body starts to trust you again. It begins to rebuild the strength it thought it lost. Every day, you move a little easier, stand a little taller, and feel more alive in your own skin. And before you know it, your body starts to remember what it feels like to be strong. It's easy to believe that once you've passed 60, your best physical years are behind you. But that couldn't be further from the truth. The idea that muscle growth, energy, or vitality belong only to the young is one of the most damaging myths we've ever been told. The reality is that your body doesn't stop responding to good nutrition and movement just because you've celebrated a few more birthdays. The same biological machinery that built your strength in your 20s is still there, waiting for you to use it again. It hasn't disappeared. It's just been dormant, like an engine waiting for the right fuel and the right spark to roar back to life. What makes this stage of life so powerful is that you now have something younger people often don't: awareness. You understand your body better. You've learned what drains you, what lifts you, and what truly matters. This wisdom gives you the ability to approach your health with focus and intention. And when you combine that knowledge with action, your results can be extraordinary. You're not just working to look strong, you're building the kind of strength that lets you keep your independence, travel, play with your grandkids, and wake up every day with a renewed sense of vitality. The truth is, your muscles don't recognize age, they recognize activity. When you start moving again, lifting light weights, walking briskly, or even using resistance bands at home, your body instantly gets the message that it's time to grow. It doesn't matter if it's been years since you last trained, your muscles remember. There's a fascinating phenomenon scientists call muscle memory, which means once you've built muscle, your body can rebuild it faster the next time. So even if you've lost strength over the years, that blueprint for growth is still imprinted within your cells. The moment you begin using your muscles with intention, your body starts to rebuild what it once had, often faster than you'd expect. Nutrition plays just as vital a role. Many people over 60 unknowingly eat too little protein, believing they don't need as much as they used to. But in reality, you may need more, because as we age, our bodies become slightly less efficient at converting protein into muscle. By including high-quality sources like grass-fed meats, eggs, fish, lentils, and Greek yogurt at every meal, you provide your muscles with the steady supply of amino acids they need to rebuild. Pair that with leafy greens and colorful vegetables, and you're not just rebuilding muscle, you're rebuilding energy, immunity, and vitality from the inside out. The most beautiful part, you can feel results quickly. Studies show that even after just 6 weeks of consistent strength training and proper nutrition, adults in their 60s and 70s can gain noticeable muscle, shed fat, improve balance, and boost energy levels. The transformation isn't just physical, it's emotional. You start to feel capable again, confident in your body, and proud of what it can do. Every movement becomes a small victory, a quiet reminder that strength is still yours. So no, it's not too late. In fact, this may be the perfect time to start, because now you're not chasing youth, you're building longevity, you're reclaiming power, independence, and vitality that will carry you forward for decades to come. And it all begins with a simple choice to move, to nourish, and to believe that your strongest years are still ahead of you. When you start nourishing your body, moving with purpose, and rebuilding muscle strength, something deeper begins to unfold. Not just physical change, but a shift in how you feel, think, and show up in the world. Your body starts sending you signals of renewal. The stiffness in the morning begins to fade. The fatigue that once lingered starts to lift. And there's a lightness in your step that feels familiar, almost like rediscovering a part of yourself you thought was gone. That's the real power of rebuilding muscle after 60. It's not just about tone or strength, it's about restoring vitality to every part of your life. The human body has an extraordinary ability to regenerate no matter the age. What happens inside your cells when you begin this process is truly remarkable. Each time you eat the right foods, move your body, and rest deeply, you're literally instructing your cells to renew themselves. Your mitochondria, the tiny power plants within your cells, begin to multiply and function more efficiently, producing more energy. Your blood flow improves, delivering oxygen and nutrients to your muscles and brain. Even your hormones start to rebalance, with testosterone, growth hormone, and insulin sensitivity all improving naturally. This is the biology of renewal. You're not fighting aging, you're activating the body's built-in repair systems that were always there, just waiting for your attention. This is why the transformation that comes from building muscle isn't limited to your body. It changes your mind, your confidence, your sense of control. When you feel strong, you start to think strong, you carry yourself differently, your posture improves, your breathing deepens, and suddenly the world feels more manageable. You realize that aging doesn't mean losing ability. It means gaining awareness and using it to take back control of your health and vitality. Of course, the process doesn't happen overnight. It's not a sprint, and it doesn't need to be. What matters is that you're consistent, that you keep showing up, feeding your body real food, giving your muscles the work they crave, and allowing yourself the rest you deserve. Over time, those small, consistent steps create a momentum that's impossible to ignore. One day you'll wake up and notice your energy is back. You'll look in the mirror and see the return of tone, posture, and color in your face. You'll feel stronger walking upstairs or lifting something you hadn't dared to before. And that's when you'll know your body has remembered what it was designed to do all along. The beauty of this journey is that it's entirely in your hands. You don't need expensive equipment, extreme routines, or complicated plans. You simply need to start, to make one meal a little cleaner, to take one more walk, to get one more hour of deep, restorative sleep. Every choice you make towards strength sends a message to your body that you're ready to thrive again. Because muscle, energy, and vitality aren't just about looking fit. They're about living fully. They're about being able to wake up each day feeling capable, vibrant, and deeply alive. And that's the gift of this stage of life, the power to rebuild not just your body, but your entire sense of strength and purpose from the inside out. At this stage, everything comes down to one simple truth. Your body is always listening to what you do, what you eat, and how you think. It's responding every minute of every day, constantly adapting to the environment you create for it. And when you begin feeding it real food, moving with intention, and taking care of your muscles, something profound happens. Your body starts to remember how to thrive. It doesn't matter how many years have passed or how much strength you think you've lost, your body is capable of rebuilding itself from the inside out when you give it the right conditions. This is where mindset becomes just as powerful as movement or nutrition, because lasting transformation doesn't begin in the muscles, it begins in your mind. When you decide to take ownership of your health, you're not just changing your diet or exercise routine, you're rewriting your story. You're replacing thoughts of decline with beliefs of renewal. And those beliefs shape your biology more than you might imagine. The brain and body are in constant communication. When your mind believes you're strong, your body begins to act that way. When you see yourself as capable, you begin making choices that reflect that capability. It's also about recognizing that health isn't a quick fix. It's a lifelong relationship. You're not chasing a number on a scale or trying to fit into a younger version of yourself. You're learning to partner with your body to give it the respect and care it's always deserved. Every healthy meal, every walk, every deep breath you take becomes a declaration that you're not giving up. You're just getting started. Over time, those simple actions create a ripple effect that touches every part of your life. Your mood lifts, your energy stabilizes, and you begin to move through the world with a quiet, confident strength. What makes this so powerful after 60 is that it's not just about adding years to your life. It's about adding life to your years. When you start building muscle, eating real food, and taking care of your body, you're investing in the moments that matter most, the ones where you feel alive, present, and strong enough to do the things you love. Maybe that means gardening without pain, dancing again, playing with your grandkids, or traveling with ease. Whatever your version of vitality looks like, it starts with one choice: the decision to stop accepting decline as your destiny. And the beauty is, it's never too late. Your body will respond faster than you think. Within weeks, you'll notice your energy lifting, your strength returning, your sleep improving. You'll feel the difference, not just physically, but emotionally, that deep sense of pride that comes from taking back control. And once you experience that, there's no going back. Because the truth is, age is not your limitation. It's your advantage. It means you've lived long enough to understand what matters and wise enough to take action on it. You know that real strength isn't about perfection or youth. It's about resilience. It's about showing up for yourself every single day, even when it's hard, and choosing to grow stronger, not older. And when you do that, when you decide to feed your body, move with purpose, and believe in your ability to rebuild, you don't just slow aging down, you redefine it.